Split squat. Set your feet shoulder width apart. The length of the step will depend on your ability to achieve full range of motion, so you'll need to play with it a little bit to allow you to go all the way down with the front foot staying flat on the floor. On the way down, drive both knees forward and down until the back knee touches the floor. Reverse the movement by pushing the floor down and away with the front leg. Make sure you control the lowering phase. You could slow it down to 3-4 seconds to increase the difficulty. You could also add a band to increase resistance. The primary muscle group you should be feeling here are the quads and glutes. Perform 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps with a 30-second rest. Banded chest press. Your arms should be at a 45-degree angle. Similarly as in the press up, your elbows should be directly behind the wrists. To perform the movement, you bring your elbows toward your torso while squeezing your chest as much as possible. Then, you just reverse the movement until the band loses the tension. Make sure you pause the movement at the top for a second or two and focus on feeling your chest working. Your chest will be doing the majority of the work, however, you can still feel your triceps and shoulders a little bit. Perform 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps with a 30-second rest. Banded Romanian deadlift. This variation of the deadlift will require you to have a slightly wider stance than your typical RDL. Adjust the stance to the band resistance you want. The closer it is, the harder the exercise will be. You could also stand on only half of the band if it's too challenging. Before you begin, you should take a big breath in and hold it throughout the entire rep. You begin the movement by pushing your hips back as much as possible while simultaneously lowering the torso, and stop it once you can't push your hips back anymore, even though you will be able to lower the torso even further. Ensure that you keep your back neutral when lowering, and to reverse the movement, you push the ground through your feet, squeeze your glutes as much as possible and dynamically straighten your entire body and exhale. Make sure you don't overextend at the top. The main muscle groups that you should be feeling here are your glutes and hamstrings, so the back of your thigh. However, you can feel your lower back a little bit. Just make sure it doesn't take over though. Here you should perform 4 sets of 15 to 20 reps with a 30-second rest. Banded row. It is a similar exercise to the banded chest press, but in reverse. Here we want to use our lower body to attach the band, which means that we'll have to bend over forward to ensure that the proper muscle groups do the work. When bending over, try to achieve as close to a parallel to the floor torso as possible, but ensure that you have enough tension in the band. Keep the spine neutral and the chin tucked in. You perform the movement by bringing the elbow towards your torso and stretching the band. At the top, your elbow should be in line or slightly behind your body. To reverse, you just release the tension in the band and straighten your arm. To make it slightly more difficult, you could add a short 1 to 2 second pause at the top or perform it with one arm at a time as shown on the video. Here you want to be feeling your middle back mainly, however, you can feel some upper back and biceps as well. Additionally, because of the nature of the bent over position, you'll also feel some stretch in the back of your thigh and the glutes. Perform 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps with a 30-second rest.